So this is the shed. It's quite a good sized shed actually. I've taken everything out and it's outside on the driveway. The wood is rotting and I need to replace it. My task today is somehow raise the shed here and replace this strip of 4x2 going along the bottom of the shed. That's my plan. Every man loves to have a shed, and in there is memorabilia and tools, etc. Let me just go through those with you. I'm sure most of you have got them as well. Alright, so here, obviously I've got my toolbox. Oh, on top of the toolbox is a painting. I did that one evening. Obviously, it's a tiger. I've got other paintings as well. It's a hobby of mine. Let me quickly run over. Okay, this is one of those that I copied of Bob Ross back in those days in the 90s when he was around. Yeah, really good guy. I did these before Bob Ross existed on TV. The Griller, obviously, that's just a charcoal. Anyway, so yeah, you can see I'm into paintings, and yeah, just one of my hobbies. Right, so the bike. Everyone has a bike, I suppose, especially these days. The golf clubs, we do like to think that we're good at something. Even if we're not good at it, it's good for the exercise. Yeah, some stuff down here, different kinds of boots for different jobs. This outfit here is 100% waterproof. It's for sailing, a hobby of mine in the past. And there's all my tools and wiring where I've been doing the jobs over the years. A multitude of tools. Some boxes over here that are full of memorabilia, my old army days, and places I've travelled to, camping equipment which I still like, and carpets from my old house which are brand new, sleeping bags down here because I like camping. So anyway, all this stuff is now come out the shed, bed, but no mattress, that rotted away in the 15 years in China, obviously, that's a long time. And now I'm going to try and organise this as well. That is, you know, what I mean by organising is I've got plumbing stuff in this box, plumbing stuff in that box, electrical stuff in that box, electrical stuff in that container. It's just disorganised, so I need to organise it and put it where it should be. And then it will all go back into the shed once I've raised the shed. That's not going to be easy. Let's see how it gets done. I'll get back to you in a minute. So just by raising the back corner there, the whole of this side of the shed is lifted up off the ground. So I've taken this rotten piece out here, absolutely rotten. It's been there about 20 years, so I can replace this as well. Anyway, so I replaced the bottom. I did manage to actually, with a large iron rod, which is just down here. This thing itself is about 35 kilos, good for pull-ups, good for these exercises. Anyway, so with the help of this and a tree stump, I did manage to push down and leave the shed up and replace all the wood along the bottom. Stained it, and now it's like new. So what I'm going to do now is replace this along the top. And I put all the stuff back in the shed now, nice and tidy. Look at that. Everything I own is in there. That's not much really, is it? Yeah, when you declutter all your stuff because you move away, leave the country, you have to be quite harsh. And that's what I was several years ago. And every time I come back, I chuck some other stuff away. Just finished the shed, done along the bottom, replaced the wood there. That wasn't easy, jacking it up, and of course the little bit along the top. And it was a little bit finicky, but you know, not really that bad. Right, so what's next on the agenda? Got to cut a few branches off a tree behind the camera there. I'll quickly show you. It's the neighbour's tree, but it's coming into my mum's garden, and the leaves are going on the garage roof and then into the gutter, which I put up several weeks ago, and it's blocking the downpipes. So I've got to clear the, cut that part of the tree down, and then hopefully, oh no, I was about to say hopefully that's the last job, but the tap in the kitchen is starting to drip, 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 and it's not the washer, so going to replace that. That's a pain in the arse, but still, get that done, and then hopefully pack my bags and get out and start traveling to Asia. Yeah. Now the reason I want to start traveling, I don't hate England at all actually. It's a really, really nice country. The weather's painfully cold for me at the moment, but still I've got this nice jacket on so you can keep warm. Yeah, the roads are good, the shops are good. The cheapest thing in the UK is without doubt junk food, and I'm a stickler. I can't help buying it. So it's unhealthy if I stay here for that reason alone. Junk food is really, really crazily cheap, and they push it in your face. Unreal. Bills, everyone I know, they've got bills, and gas and electric companies are changing hands, and you just know that they're ripping people off by the millions, and there's nothing people can do about it. The government's not supporting them. Anyway, so for those reasons I want to get out. It's cheaper to rent an apartment in another country than to live in your own house that's totally paid for in this country. How can that be? Well, because the rent and the utility bills in other countries are cheaper than just utility bills in the UK. Crazy. So there we go. Maybe I'll leave next week. I haven't even booked a flight yet, but I'm going to get out. Bye-bye.